One of the most important things for a seller to master on Amazon is pay-per-click advertising. Today, I'm going to tell you the basics on advertising on Amazon and how it can take your sales to the next level. So guys, we all saw the tab on Amazon that says advertising. But when you click on it, there's a lot of confusing terminology, a lot of confusing numbers, words, different kinds of things you can advertise on, different ways you can allocate a budget, and it's really just kind of confusing. So today I wanted to do a brief overview of advertising on Amazon and talk to you guys a little bit about the strategy I use and how you guys can implement it as well to advertise more efficiently on Amazon. So a lot of Amazon advertising is based on something known as cost per click advertising. This means that you only pay when somebody clicks on the item. So if you have an item and it's for sale and you use pay-per-click advertising, you only pay when a customer clicks on that item. Now, you pay regardless of whether the customer purchases the item or decides to move on to the next item. But the idea is you're not paying for just everybody who sees it, which is a major misconception among new sellers. An impression is when your item is shown to a potential customer. A click is when a customer selects that item and views the page. A click-through rate is what percent of the time somebody is shown your ad and decide to click that ad. If you have a high click-through rate, Amazon is going to favor your ad more because it is seen as being higher quality by their algorithm. Every item is different. Sometimes the cost per click will be high, sometimes the cost of click will be low. It really depends on the item or the industry. So there's really no right answer for how much you should be bidding. I often start around 75 cents with my bidding unless the item seems abnormal. So on Amazon, you're going to see this buzzword called ACoS. That is the advertising cost of sale. The advertising cost of sale is how much it costs for a customer to see your ad, click on your ad, and then purchase the item. It's given to you as a percentage of the overall cost of your item. So if you have an ACoS of 50%, that means that 50% of the sale cost of your item was spent to get that sale. So if your item is for sale on Amazon for $10 and you spend $5 advertising it to result in your average sale, you have an ACoS of 50%. Now, a major misconception about ACoS is that this is not your total ad cost of sale, which is completely different. It is just your ad cost of sale. This means that it only is taking into account your paid advertising. It is not taking into account any of your organic sales and organic traffic. Because of this, ACoS can be pretty high. They can even be higher than the sale price of your item in some cases, and this still makes economic sense. We will be talking about this later on in the video. How do I know what to set my ACoS at? Well, I like to follow one simple principle. That is, I am willing to make any sale that makes me money. Regardless of whether it's a penny, $1, $5, $6, I want to make any sale that makes me money. So in order to figure out what I'm going to bid and what kind of ACoS is acceptable to me, I'm going to do some math, plug my data into an Excel spreadsheet, and figure out what my margin is. I'm always willing to bid my margin. Because, like I said earlier, ACoS only counts for paid advertising. Because total ad cost of sale is a completely different metric, we can bid up to this ACoS. I'm about to explain what total ad cost of sale is. Total ad cost of sale is the cost in ads it takes to get one sale within your total ecosystem. That means it includes both paid advertising and organic sales. Your total ACoS is usually lower than your regular ACoS. This is how you make money. So what you're going to find is the more sales you make, the more ads you run, the more Amazon's going to like your item because they've developed their algorithm to favor sellers that sell more volume, quicker, faster. It's all about sales velocity, how fast you're selling, how excited people are about your product. And a great way to get sales velocity is to run these pay-per-click ads. Now, when you have a very high sales velocity, you're going to show up more organically. You're going to start showing up on the first page of results. You're going to start to rank your product within the Amazon algorithm, and you're going to get more organic sales. So even if you're only making a couple cents or a couple dollars on your pay-per-click advertising, you're going to be making your full margin here in your organic sales. So what you're going to do is you're going to be able to consistently rank items higher. You're going to be able to consistently sell more quantity, and you're going to be able to ship more product. This is a win-win-win. So what I want you to do is I want you to bid your margin as your ACOS. When bidding your margin as your ACOS, you will be maximizing your sales velocity and usually maximizing your profitability. Amazon gives you the option to set a daily budget. I highly recommend you do this because there are peaks and valleys and fluctuations throughout the year with your Amazon sales. So in order to prevent your ACOS from going crazy and your spend from going crazy, usually it's a good idea to cap this at some number that you're comfortable with. For me, I usually like to run a $50 daily budget per item. This way I know that no item is going to spend me more than $50. I can get out in front of any problem I see with my advertising. I highly recommend that if you are a high volume Amazon seller, that you find a software company to work with that can help you to manage your ACOS better. There are a lot of these companies online, and a lot of them have different pros and cons to them. The company we work with is Quartile. These companies have complicated AI algorithms that can help to make sure that your bids are being consistently adjusted, and it can save you a lot of time and a lot of energy, especially if you're dealing with a lot of SKUs in your catalog. However, if you're a smaller seller, you don't need a big software company that you're spending money on. You can manage it yourself. You just have to be cognizant of where your ACOS is and adjust your bids accordingly to keep that around your margin. Advertising can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Just remember what the terminology is and the bidding strategy that I have laid out in this video. And you too can be successful selling products on Amazon through pay-per-click advertising. Please take a second to like and subscribe to our channel. We're coming at you every Monday with new and exciting content. We're going to be coming up this year with a lot of guests, a lot of interviews, a lot of stories. It's going to be a great year, and we want you to be there with us. Thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it.